You know what it is? You know what it is? You know exactly what it is? You know exactly what it is, right? I got you. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Right? Here's exactly what this shit is, right? It's a beta. I want optimal combos. I want mix-ups. I want max damage. You know? I want high-level play without anyone learning how to push the meta. I want all of that now. When I play, I want to see optimal combos, max damage, Oki, right? I want to see Oki. I want to see the TODs. I want to see 100% max damage combos. You know, I want to see top 8 Evo within the first 2 weeks. All right? I need to see Ogawa play and dominate everything. Fuck everyone else trying to learn how to play. I want all of that now. I don't want to have to learn. I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn how all that shit works. I need you to tell me now. I need it. I need it now. I need all of this. I need all of this. In 3 days. Man, streamer, or, oh man, top player, tell me why this game sucks. Oh, it sucks because there's no cool shit in it. There's no... What the fuck? Do you even know how to fucking play Guilty Gear? Have you ever played Guilty Gear in your life? Have you ever played Guilty Gear in your life? How long have you played the series? What have you done? Like, what do you know about the series to say anything negatively about it other than, oh, well, it doesn't play like the old one? No Guilty Gear plays like the old one. What the fuck? All the Guilty Gears do is do their best to keep certain prestige things there for classic players and always do something new in general. So it's like, hold the fuck up. You want the Gatlings back? The only thing I don't want from Gatlings, no more 2Ps. No more 2P, 2K mashing to fucking take all your life buff. It's fine the way that is. Let you learn how to use your slash buttons. But I'm just saying, like, you don't need, and I don't need, like, insert random top player here saying, oh, Guilty Gear sucks, or this new one sucks because it doesn't have anything. Of course it doesn't have anything. It's a fucking beta. What the fuck is wrong with you? What were you expecting? When you played Street Fighter V beta, what were you expecting? The second coming of fucking Jesus? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit, man. Like, nothing can fucking come out and people, like, not complain. Nothing. Right? And, like, there's always crying about stuff. Like, shut the fuck up. Let it come out. Like, I'm not saying don't have concerns, but for fuck's sake, Street Fighter V beta had nothing amazing attached to it other than rollback netcode. It's still low forward fucking confirm, do your stupid fucking easy mode combo with your 3-frame fucking buffer. Shut the fuck up. Before you start crying about Guilty Gear not having combos, remember the same people who crying about Guilty Gear not having combos are the same ones that say Street Fighter V had no combos too. Yet Guilty Gear's 5 combos are way more flashy and extravagant. But they're not done yet because guess what? No one knows how to fucking do combos. Like, what the fuck is... Like, I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? It's not even done yet. You had your fucking whack-ass crush counter combos, and we got fucking wall combos. Let people make it. Let Arxis make it. God damn. It's the same shit. Like, literally. Fucking remember... Hold on. I'm about to go ham. Fuck this. I'm gonna real talk this. I'm gonna real talk the fuck out of this. Remember when Dragon Ball beta happened? What happened? Oh, this game has no combos, no creativity. It doesn't have this. It doesn't have that. It's not like Marvel. That game is hard as fuck to play right now. That game is hard as fuck to play right now. Right? The same people complaining back then are the same people complaining now. Oh, Dragon Ball's combos, you just mash light and you get auto combos. Oh, for real? And that's why Twitter has all these mad TODs and these mad combos, especially now in Season 3 with new assists And people were doing this shit before they had the fucking new assist. So what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, actually, what's wrong with you people? I don't get it. Like, I'm just being 100 with it because I'm tired of hearing people linking me stuff and telling me stuff, or I read it and it's like, I'm just gonna call everybody out. Because the same people who were crying about this game not having creativity was crying about other games, or shilling for shit like fucking Marvel Infinite. And don't get me wrong, I think Marvel Infinite was actually pretty fucking cool. That game needed a couple patches and it could have been a better game, right? But let's just be real. Like, whatever, right? But there's nothing to like. When I hear things like there's nothing to shill for, it's like, what the fuck? Like, people don't understand that, like, for someone like me, right? I've played this series for so fucking long. Do you know how long it took so long to get a new Guilty Gear? Like, the last Guilty Gear was Accent Core. So to know that there's another Guilty Gear coming out and they're still keeping up with the series, that's great for people like me who love the series. But you got people who are not truly fans of the series and they're just crying about shit that just, like, there's a wave and they're like, what's the new Twitter clout? Guilty Gear sucks? I'll read 3 or 4 tweets and guy said this shit sucks. I guess I'll just ride the wave too. Just coast. Yeah, this shit sucks. I've never played it. This shit sucks. I've never played it once. This shit's so bad. Man, there's no creativity in the combos. Oh, there's nothing in neutral. It's not developed. Of course there's no fucking neutral. Oh, well, the combos are whack, because, they just do the wall splat thing, and then they fly across the thing and go back to neutral. Yeah, because Guilty Gear, Oki is fucking strong. You get knocked down in the corner, you can fucking die. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. That just means don't get fucking knocked down. You get knocked down in Guilty Gear, well, guess what? You gotta hold some shit. It's always been like that. It hasn't changed. It's the same as this game. People said there's no Oki yet. I sat here for like an hour and some change and found all kinds of stuff with shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. But there's no Oki. Okay. Like, okay. I guess that, you know, holy fuck. Yeah, I mean, the other part to me is this, right? People don't want, it seems to me people just don't want new players to play Guilty Gear. People just want the same 40 people who play in tournaments to be the only guys that play, and you sit there and you circle jerk. Yeah, man, I'm so good at Stride because everything just transferred over. Like, yeah, sure, good shit for you, but what about what about Petey Pablo in the background that still want to play? But this game's too hard. There's too much shit to learn. They don't want to sit there, like, I'm gonna blow up society right now, right? Like, for what it's worth, people complain about how hard it is to play Guilty Gear. And ArcSys tries every time to make Guilty Gear more accessible to people. Because it is a fucking hard game. It's always been a hard game. To come into Guilty Gear Revelator right now and try to play that with all the knowledge that all the old players have, you're not going to do work for a whole nother fucking year or two. This game will probably be the same, but at least they'll lower the learning curve. They're lowering some learning curves a good bit so that people can actually get into it. Like, seriously. Like, to me, it's like, what the fuck do you want? Me being someone who loves the series, it's not just about me, right? It's not about me and my prestige and how I feel about the game in regards to like, oh, it plays like an old Guilty Gear, I'm so happy. Like, if the game still played like Revelator, you'd be like, oh, there's nothing new. It's not a new game, it's just fucking Revelator with another fucking title. Well, guess what? You can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to fucking pick one or the fucking other and keep it consistent. Because the same motherfuckers that are complaining are the same motherfuckers with that same energy that's gonna buy the game anyway, play it, then say it's ass. Good job, you spent the money to fucking support ArcSys. Good shit. Speak with your wallet. You can bitch on Twitter all you want, but it's not gonna do anything. Like, the games, like, they're not gonna... I don't see any real reason to cater to people who don't really play the series like that. Straight up. Like, I want... Since Guilty Gear's ever came out, I've always wanted people to play the game. I've played this game for so fucking long. I've played this series for so fucking long. All I care about now, as a senior player of this series, a long-time FGC player, I want to see the scene grow, and I want to see more opportunities for people, not just for me, right? My goal has always been to help people get good at the game. I can compete. It doesn't change anything. My goal still is the same. I compete and teach. That's it. Winning a tournament doesn't mean shit for me. I want more people to play the game, so it's not just 40 fucking people playing the goddamn game. Guilty Gear's numbers have fucking dwindled drastically. Guilty Gear's numbers have grown, but guess what? They're not gonna get any bigger with Revelator. Sorry. Even if they do Rev 3, it's still gonna be the same 60, 70 motherfuckers. It doesn't make a difference. You need a new game. You do. Sorry, you just do. And if you can't handle your prestige is gone in this game, stick to fucking Revelator. No one's gonna be mad at you. No one's gonna be upset. No one gives a shit. You can enjoy yourself there, and people will enjoy themselves with the new game. You either move forward, or you stay where you're at and enjoy yourself. Either way it goes, there's room to enjoy yourself. Either way it goes. Motherfuckers are still playing Plus R. Nobody is mad at you for still playing Plus R. No one's gonna be mad at you for playing Revelator. No one's gonna be mad at you for playing AC. Nobody. It doesn't make a difference. If you get left behind, there's no such thing as, look, truth be told, there's no such thing as left behind in a game, or like a game is dead. A game is dead when no one's really playing it, right? But if you can actively find motherfuckers to play, like people still play fucking Mark of the Wolves. People still play KOF 97. People play fucking KOF 98. It doesn't make a fucking difference. Like, I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what rice are you smoking? Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, I'm just fucking lost. I'm lost. Like, I'm just lost at you. Like, in fact, it's almost a disappointment that people even listen to half the motherfuckers who are complaining. Like, as I said before, what's more important, right? Your fucking circle jerk fucking prestige, or having more people to beat up in a fucking tournament, and having a bigger player base? You know, when Street Fighter players jump on Street Fighter, they can jump on ranked and always get a fucking match. Guilty Gear, you don't fucking jump on ranked. You go try to find a fucking long set, and then maybe you'll get one, maybe you won't, right? Street Fighter, dudes are always playing. Do you not want more people to play? You want rollback netcode? They're trying to give it to you. You bitch about that? This demo doesn't have it. They're learning how to fucking do it, because it's easy to say, hey, give me rollback netcode. Do you know how hard it is to implement it properly? Now they're trying to do it. If ArcSys is the first one to do it, great. That will be a big phenomenon for the rest of the motherfuckers in Japan to get on their shit. They should have been on it, but at least they're trying. At least they're making the effort. And they don't get credit for that. They don't get credit for that. Now guess what? Endgame. No matter what people say about this version of the game, all you motherfuckers are still gonna play. You're all gonna fucking play. So, like, let's just save the bullshit. Stop jumping on your fucking stream and saying how much the game sucks in a fucking beta. Because people, it's funny. The same people who complained about Street Fighter 5 beta are the motherfuckers playing the game still. It's like, hello? I'm confused. How do you hate this beta? Play Street Fighter 5 beta, say it's ass, and still play Street Fighter 5. Stop playing the game. Like, I'm confused. I'm confused. But even then, I'm not hating on the people that play Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 is cool. Like, I think the game has a lot of cool shit too. I'm not hating the game. I'm just saying betas are not something that you should look at as a final product. Like, it should not be looked at as final product. Street Fighter 5 beta was kind of OD. I mean, I guess. There's a beta. There's some cool shit in it. Hey, Street Fighter Cross Tekken beta was lit too. I'll tell you that for a fact. I sat there and played that shit at EVO when it came out. That shit was fun as hell. Sitting there playing there with Punko and everything. Whooping his ass for fucking Canon fucking horror. But let's be 100. Betas are never complete, and there's always gonna be some fun broke shit in it that's gonna get patched out. In this case, they're trying to build a whole new system and give you something to work with. I mean, literally, it's beta. Like, I'm just gonna be 100. I'm just not gonna listen to people who don't play. I don't care if you're a top player from fucking Tekken. I don't care if you're a top player from Street Fighter. I don't care if you're a top player from any fucking game. Like, don't throw out misinformation about stuff, about a series you're not familiar with. I'm not gonna sit here and jump on Tekken and be like, yo, this is fucking cheap or whatever, or this has no sauce. Like, who the fuck am I to tell people that this shit has no sauce? And even then, that's my opinion. I'm a small motherfucker. Like, that shit is it's just whatever. So it's like, I don't know. I support ArcSys. I'm not gonna sit here and say this game is perfect. I'm not gonna say it's perfect. At all. No fucking fighting game is perfect. Every fighting game is this, right? How much do you like the game enough to deal with the game's bullshit? If you like the game enough to play with to deal with the bullshit, then that's your shit. You know, how many people fucking love getting hit by TODs in fucking Dragon Ball and still love playing the game? You know, I watch Fenrich touch someone with fucking Cell, bro, I get hype. I'm like, yo, he about to pop the fuck off. Did he pop? Oh shit, he popped fucking sparking. Someone's about to die. And you know, I like that. That's cool. Like in Grand Blue, there's issues I have with Grand Blue, but guess what? People like that game. But, you know, I still play it. But if I didn't like it, I just wouldn't play it. You know? So it's just like, you pick your poison. And like, if some top player is enough to give you like insight to why something's bad and they're not good at the series or they don't play the series like that, then don't do yourself a service and just don't listen. It's cool to still support them, but I mean, they're not doing anything to help you with the series. And their opinion, sometimes what people don't realize is sometimes their influence fucks shit up for other things. Like, sometimes, like, you look at the food service, right? Granted, we're in the COVID situation right now. But before that time, you say something on Yelp, and businesses are trying so hard to fucking get rid of those negative comments. You know what I mean? And that could shut down a whole fucking business. Now, granted, if that business is doing shady shit, obviously it should just go. Or it's just bad business, it should just go, right? Or they should buck up to some degree, right? There should be some room for improvement. So what I'm saying here is, like, there's room for improvement with this game. It's not out yet. It's not fully complete. They're still working on it. They're taking feedback from people. If they weren't taking feedback, I would be like, yeah, that sucks. But they're listening. They're actually listening. So it's like, when you complain, and this is what people who are complaining, when you complain, make sure you find an actual thing to complain about. And then and as you're complaining, and it's fine to complain, just understand there's a different design philosophy behind this Guilty Gear as compared to the other games. It's different. It's supposed to be different. If it was the same, it wouldn't. There's no point. They might just make another fucking Revelator fucking version. So they want more people to play. And end game of all this, they want more people to play. They want it to be digestible. They've done everything for this game so it's digestible to people. Because guess what? Evo is one of the biggest places to make money, and where it gets big spectators. And it helps the overall thing that people want, which is fighting games to fucking be esports. You want fighting games to be esports, you gotta make shit easier for people to fucking play. This shit holds true for people who want to learn games or want to learn stuff. People who have complained on my YouTube that some of my shit is too long, or my breakdowns are too long, and it's like, I'm giving you, like, the meat and potatoes on how to get good at Guilty Gear, and people are telling me that this is too long. Like, think about that. People want shit that's short and sweet because they don't have time to sit there and try to learn. So when you see a game that has simplicity, it's like it's getting easier for you to get into, there's no reason for you to complain. Society has put things there to make the developers believe that this is what people want. But if you want a deep game, you have to just let them understand that. Or you have to let them know that that's also what you want. But you have to take the good with the bad. They have to simplify the shit to get more people to play. right? So, again, because gaming society and society as a whole is pushed in this direction of easy bake oven shit, you're gonna get easy bake oven games. And they're still trying their hardest to hold on to the essence of Guilty Gear, because one thing is for certain, the game still plays like Guilty Gear. It doesn't have air combos like it normally has in the previous games. There are juggles now. And to be honest with you, they seem pretty fun if you understand the system. But no one understands the fucking system because it's still a beta. The only people that understand the system are the motherfuckers making the game. Like, what do you want? Jesus fucking Christ, man. So, like, getting back to it, for anyone that's complaining, just jump off that shit. Tired of hearing it. Period. Like, get out of here. You want to cry? Fuck it. Cry and complain. But save that shit for people who care. But keep in mind, you're also spreading out misinformation and you're sending out negative vibes to things that could potentially be good. Do I dislike anything? Yeah, there's things I don't like. There's definitely things I don't like. I'm gonna end my rant right about here. I can tell you some things I don't like. Off rip, I don't like that the uppercuts have the recovery is too short. Right? I think the recovery on DPs is too short. This is the same problem I have with Grand Blue, and I have no idea what's Arc System Works' problem with making uppercuts have no recovery. I think that's bad. I think that's a problem. Right? I think the damage could be lower for certain. I think it's a good thing that they want higher damage. Let me explain the why I don't like it and why I understand the design philosophy behind it. Right? The design philosophy behind it is the higher the damage, the quicker you can play and learn. You know why? They took the same approach with fucking BB Tag. BB Tag's fucking damage in that game when it first dropped was fucking insane. But guess what? The neutral pan, as people were playing, the neutral panned itself out and people learned how to play the game, so they were mitigating taking big damage until they actually got hit. You could just die in some rinky-dink ass combos in those games, in that game in particular, but people got more optimized, the game evolved, things changed, sandwich situations, all kinds of shit. They learned how to use the system properly. And yeah, things change. So in BB Tag, you'll probably play 10 times more games in that than you will in Rev. Probably so. Maybe even 5 times. 10 times might be a bit rough. The idea behind it is more games equals more play time. It'll make you hungry. It'll make you want to keep playing the game. It'll make you want to try to keep learning. If the games are long and if damage is low and the games are prolonged, the problem with that is it's mentally draining. That's the problem. It's mentally draining for the player. You don't want the players to be mentally drained. You want them to have fun when they're playing. So the design philosophy is if there's bigger damage, people will see big damage, and it's also for a hype thing, right? So I look at it from the other standpoint, which is hype. But really quickly, to finish off that point, they want people to play as much as possible to learn to not make those same mistakes. Because when you get hit by a pop buster and it kills you, you look at that shit and you're like, I better not get hit by that again. So it helps you learn strategy. Should this game be 3 out of 5? I'm not laughing. But maybe. With that being said, the other part of it is hype, right? On the big stage, when people understand how high the damage is, it's cool for the hype comebacks. It sucks when you see someone lose to it. It sucks if you're in top 8 and you get killed by it, or it hurts you in top 8, but your goal is to not get caught up in those situations. That's the bottom line. It's easier said than done in some cases, but still, that's the design philosophy behind it, I feel. I personally think that they could lower the damage down a bit. At least 10%. For what it's worth, also, the damage is high because you're getting hit. In some cases, you're getting hit with, close slashes. Close slash 5H into something, and then you'll lose a lot of life. That's how it is in Guilty Gear now. So they're taking away the 2P, 2K that leads into that same big damage. That's what they're doing. They're taking that away. Because they don't want you to, like, they don't want people to mash out and, like, a bar you, or, you know, basically mash to get big damage. Like, oh, you fucked up your meaty, into my combo. So, that's also a thing. I think also the risk gauge build could be dropped a little. Maybe about 25%. Like, lower damage on combos by 15%, lower risk build by 25%. And I think you'll be okay there. Fix the DPs. Other than that, oh, and open up the Gatling routes for the slashes, the slash buttons a little bit more. Just a little bit. I think 6P going into, well, for Chip in particular, 6P going into 6H, him not having that anymore, I'm not the biggest fan, but I think I'll deal with it. You know, for now. I'm happy there's no more tech buttons, to be honest. You know what's interesting? I was saying I wasn't feeling strive, but honestly, the more I learn, it feels, the better it feels. Of course. So, I mean, should wall break give more reward? No. I think wall break giving you neutral again is fine, especially if they do the status elements thing. Okay, Air Alpha makes some ground bounce. Gotta learn how to use that. Like I said, I feel like right now, those are my biggest gripes. I think if they keep adding, like, the status effects to the game, I think that'll be fine. And that's fine. They just need to have that.